Well, hello people, welcome to the next Senpai. For me, 2022 was a deep impression and gave rise to many new anime with unique and good storylines, coming from weak characters often underestimated and betrayed by those around them. It makes a comeback with 10 times more stronger, washing a lousy name for being the loser, but that requires a lot of pain, losing the mind, and becoming the certifiable hero. Before we continue, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with those closest to you who are highly interested in the world of anime. Keeping watching this video and stay awesome. Let's go! Shinobi no Ittoki. Ittoki Sakuraba had to experience a wrong first date when he was about to be betrayed and prepared to kill him by a girl in the junior high school Ittoki attended. Ittoki must be in danger of his life because he is the next heir of the 19th Iga Ninja Village's successor. The Koga village has recently been trying to upset the balance built by Iga village, which has blended with society for a long time. To protect himself, the chief wants Ittoki to become a ninja, but on another side, Ittoki still doesn't believe ninjas exist, being confused about everything as he had a normal life until a few hours ago, and wonders what even a ninja is. For the peace of his village, which is a commitment from his father, Ittoki reluctantly agrees, and makes special preparations in the Ninja Academy. Trying to be worthy of the next ninja, he proclaims that protecting what's dear comes from the will to preserve things, and surviving involves putting one's life in danger, to keep something meaningful to live. Blue Lock. Isagi Yoichi and his team lost the opportunity to go to the prefectural qualifiers under 18 national team because he passed to his doubt-skilled teammate and badly finished. In contrast, the main character has a chance and leaves hesitation without trying to make the game-changing goal by himself. He was depressed being a loser and was far away from his purpose of being a dream striker like Noel Noah, who prioritized the ability to score goals individually rather than playing like a common team play. Despite his regrets, Isagi Yoichi is invited to participate in a hard program that leads to destroy Japanese loser football by instituting a radical new training regimen, confining 300 young strikers to a facility called Blue Lock. Following the strict personality and subordinate them to burdensome training to create the greatest egotist striker in the world. Their coach will be Igo Jinpachi, who is building a football system like a battle royal. The stadium building, like a pentagon, also contains a football arena in the middle, which is utilized to accommodate professional matches. He blended out with Team Z and maximized his capability by being a sharp striker with a great taste for scoring goals, using high spatial awareness and instinct to pass the ball in unexpected positions, which often confused the opponent with the situation on the field. Lookism. Park Hyung-suk is a poor boy, a bullied high school student who his peers despise due to his obesity. He is forcing his mother to request a change of schools after being bullied and harassed daily by his delinquent classmate. He moves to Seoul, intending to escape his problems and start over. However, it does not affect the situation, and he remains a loser in a different location. During the mysterious situation, his soul transfers into a new appearance with an above-average handsome level. When he uses one body, the other falls asleep. He can coordinate switching up his bodies by waking up the sleeping one. Split among two bodies, the attractive one for spending a lot of time at school, and the original one for working part-time as a mini-market cashier at night. In addition, his physical strength has increased impressively, and he has amazing martial power with a well-proportioned body. Both identity as Park Hyung-suk, and he realizes how much the world discriminates against people who are considered unattractive or distinctive. His new body makes him a social influencer for another loser, and he challenges him to push his self-confidence to perform his hidden talent in front of many people. Spare me, great lord. Lu Shu had a difficult life since his parents abandoned him. The only thing he retained was inheritance, a walnut-shaped pendant from them. Lu Shu had complicated financial problems that even he had part-time while stealing moment at his high school to tap the rest of the traditional market. Because of that, he was often underestimated and humiliated, because it's considered a poor boy who was not useful by his schoolmates. But everything changed. When Lu Shu got into a car accident, he managed to activate the cultivation power that leaked out of his pendant, giving him a system of distress points in the process. He gains a fairly rare cultivation ability called the Celestial Map, where he can obtain holy objects randomly. Activating the gacha magic roulette, he has to collect stress points from those around him, an advantage for Lu Shu as he is always underestimated and easy to irritate people. Possessing powerful and unparalleled abilities, Lu Shu decided to join the Heavenly Network to hone his cultivation skills and use his abilities to use on the righteous path. However, Lu Shu also used to cheat his abilities for commercial use, such as trading sacred items and weapons of war from his fight against the skeleton monsters. Beast Tamer. Rainshroud has the unique ability of a beast tamer, which can control animals around him and do everything he commands. Unfortunately, it was not well received and was deemed useless by his teammates. Shortly after joining, he must be betrayed and kicked out from the hero party. There really weren't many people on at this situation. Having lost his way, the main character decides to join the Adventure Guild and find a new purpose in life. On his journey, he successfully formed a contract with the strongest races, which is very rare and hard to find in the world. Since then, he has become incredibly strong because he gained traits of extraordinary combat power and magic that were considered at the power scale's pinnacle. Rain is proficient in battle strategy with his newfound power, remains humble, and is grateful to the numerous girls taking contracts with him. The others remain oblivious to Rain's newfound strength, where the main character becomes the hero he desires to be, with the power to fight dangerous beasts, humans, and demons. War God System, I'm counting on you. An average young guy in the modern city meets a strong practitioner who offers him a set of God of War techniques and sends him to the spiritual realm to practice. And Lin was notably enrolled at the United University of Cultivation after arriving with a True God's letter of reference. He needed to get a better impression in the first performance but failed. He was humiliated as the strongest relationship home when he first came to the Holy Stone and tested his cultivation spirit while having zero power. It was considered to flexing his intentionally without proving it. In the middle of his embarrassing situation, the God's pet appears to guide the main character through random exercises, or getting hacked to upgrade his level with less movement, but effective to increasing drastically his power in a short time. And Lin's enthusiasm to gain strength to remove the stigma, and was surprised everyone with his progress during the challenge in the Thousand Peak Forest. With several outstanding performances, he has gained more academic knowledge, which is because of the unpredictable situation that he forced to gets put into acceleration learning and adjust the problem that occurs to prove a chance, make him a worthy to becoming a powerful cultivation. Reincarnated as a sword. It becomes unique when the main character is reincarnated as a sword with a soul. Instinctively, the essence of a weapon is always thirsty with battle. As ultimate intelligent weapon, he defeats various monsters with his abilities, without realizing he has absorbed all the abilities of the enemies. Fran, a descendant of the extinct black cat race, spent her life as an enslaved person after her parents died. As the last descendant, Fran yearns for power and evolves into a great fighter. In the unexpected event when the abnormal bear went berserk and turned the tide, Fran found a sword entangled in the ground, and then the sword transfers all of its power to Fran and can defeat enemies in front of it easily. After that incident, their chemistry being closed. Joining the Adventurers Guild, Fran, who was initially underestimated, has now turned into a strong sword magician and become a reliable fighter. With all the kindness and sincerity from Fran, the strongest swordsman does not hesitate to accompany, to make her dream come true and protect her with all her abilities. Bastard, heavy metal, dark fantasy. No one expected that inside the soul of a child who was scatterbrained and good-hearted, reincarnated the strongest wizard in ancient times called Dark Schneider, who was the leader of the Divine Knight Troop. Nearly conquered the world, Dark Schneider started his domination to take over the world and began attacking each one by one kingdom when they marched on the kingdom of Metallic Anna. It all happened after the Great War 15 years ago against the forces of the god of destruction Anthrasax. After beat that opponent, a high priest used the goddess of beauty's seal to manifest Dark Schneider's power into the body of a child named Lucien Renlen to be of useful to the world's future. Yoko, the daughter of the High Priestess, is also the guardian of Lucien, whom she considers a younger sister. The innocent childish Lucien grows to love it. With instructions to maintain her chastity, Yoko can awaken Dark Schneider's powers through a virgin's kiss to Lucien. Despite having succeeded in awakening the strongest wizard with a greedy nature, Yoko can fully control it because a part of his soul is still tied to childish Lucien, who is very obedient to Yoko's orders, which often irritates her. Cyberpunk Edgerunners. David Martinez, a teenager who lives in the city slums, is trying to fulfill his mother's lifelong dream that he rises to the top of Arasaka, the world's largest security company. To do this, he goes to the well-known Arasaka Academy while his mother works hard to put great effort into her job at once as a single parent for David. He has a new ability boost the movement with telekinesis speed, like a the Flash. This power comes from a rare military item called Satavistan. It will take a slowdown time by a specified percentage for a set period. Some versions may boost crit chance and damage. The main character is forced to grow up with various kinds of betrayals and lose someone he loved one by one. David is obsessed with modifying his body with super technology to get superpowers to survive in cruel world with full of tricky, for sure, become part of the cyberpunk group to get help revenge for his pain. He decides to stay alive by becoming an edge runner and a mercenary outlaw called a cyberpunk. Chainsaw Man. Denji had to live in a slump when his parents died and had to pay off the many debts left by his father. Because of raising money and surviving, Denji is forced to work under the command of a Yakuza group as a devil hunter. He teamed up with Pochinta, a chainsaw devil with a form resembling a pet dog. They are close because they have something in common, wanting to live a normal life. However, Denji and the Yakuza's relationship did not last long, and the criminal group chose to betray the main character and kill him because his involvement was no longer needed. Before Pochinta died, she made a contract with Denji so that he could recover and live as a chainsaw devil with a human body. Reborn as a chainsaw man, Denji possesses immense combat power with enhanced endurance, and great instant kill further reinforced in Hell, where it is claimed that he defeated every demon. After that incident, Denji cooperates with the public safety devil hunter under the leadership of Makima. The main goal is to experience a normal life even if it's only temporary, with fellow devil hunter combat partners, who turn into a friend who deserves to be protected. What's exciting about this anime is how they wrap the dark fantasy genre so well, presents a character that has been attached to the audience's heart and is eliminated with various kinds of betrayal in it.